Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. I think this is day 10 of the hike. I think that's right. Might be 11. I don't know. But just left camp. It's about 7:30. Got a little bit later start than I expected. Had to pack all the stuff up, of course, with the tent and all that. Takes a little bit longer. The winds at the time was really blowing hard. It blowed hard pretty much all night long. It makes it even harder to kind of sack that tent up if it's thrashing around like a sail. But overall, a good night. I slept really well. Feeling really good today. I don't know how far I'm going to push it. We'll see. I'd like to get 13, 14 miles would be great. Need to find some water pretty soon, which is a couple miles up. I'll be fine until then. But I found my first signs of wildlife. Here. Look at that. Little fella. Sorry, I believe he's a little chilly. He ain't moving too much today. Little salamander, but it's a sign that warm weather's coming if you see a salamander for sure. But all in all, things are good. Just want to keep on trucking, make some miles today. I'll keep you posted on the progress. All right, folks, we have made it to the top of the beauty spot. Another one of those 300. Sorry about the wind. I'm sure. 360-degree views around, and this wind is cold. So as much as I'd love to hang around, I'm going to keep on trucking. We've made about 4.5 miles, I guess, so far today. There's where we're headed. I believe that's Unaka or Unaka mountain, and we need to get to the top of that. It's a little less than 3 miles, so I'll see you when I get up there. Well, we have made it almost to the top, very close, to the top of Unaka mountain. So see some snow here. Ironically, Unaka is actually probably the Cherokee word, derivative of Unicoi. When we left Erwin, we left Unicoi County, so it's a pretty common word used here. And Unicoi or Unaka in the Cherokee language means white mist. And ironically, I'm covered in white mist. So I did put my rain jacket on today. I bet I have changed clothes, take layers off, put layers back on 3 or 4 times, and all that slows you down, of course. But we've made 7 miles to the top of Unaka mountain. It's been slow, hard, pretty much all uphill climbing. So I'm glad to crest over Unaka, because after that it's going to level off a little bit. We'll have some easier trail, because I still need to make some miles. But all in all, pretty good day. The water has been pretty sparse, to be honest with you. So I look forward to finding the next water source so I can load up again. But overall, pretty decent day. Just got to keep on pressing. I got a feeling that I've got the hardest part behind me as we head into the dark woods of Unaka Mountain. Ooh. you think about these woods? Do they seem scary? Do they seem mystical? I kind of envision a old granny woman offering up the opportunity to come to her house for some cookies, and the house is once in the house, she wants me to look inside the oven at these cookies. You know what I'm saying? Hansel and Gretel kind of stuff. To me, it seems kind of spooky. But there are lots of places here for camping, and of course, you have a lot of cover from these trees. I believe these to be spruce trees. I'm not the arborist, although I pretend to be. Here's some of the twigs off of them. I believe all these to be spruce trees. I may be wrong, but I think the little fingery needles like that indicate a spruce, and maybe the bark. I don't know. I mean, you can tell. You can tell it's a spruce by the way that it is.
This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is. Wow.
I haven't videoed so much. This area is pretty rough, and actually it's in the Pisgah National Forest and considered closed by the National Forest, but we're hiking through it anyway. And the Appalachian Trail Conservancy recommends that you catch a shuttle or something and shuttle around it. You don't go through it. And for some reasons I can see why, because unlike some of the other areas I've shown, this is a bit rougher. It's not all been cut out, right? So it is hikeable. I would say it's passable, but it's a bit more challenging like this. I mean, I'm kind of on what is now the trail, and there's limbs and everything strewn everywhere. But I'm making it, just making it slow. We'll do the best we can, but thought to capture some of the experience. Look at the size of these root balls. It's a mess. Beautiful view. Let me zoom you in here a little bit. About beat, man. Got a lot of climbing over trees and under, and root balls and things of that nature. I am near Iron Mountain Gap, and as we speak, I've done about 12 miles. So I'm kind of in a place now where I'm looking for a flat spot to pitch a tent. So we'll see what we run up to. Might be a half a mile from here, might be 3 miles from here. I'm not sure, but we will we'll check back once we find that perfect spot. Alright. I know everybody's seen plenty of this in the last few days of videos for sure, but this might be close to the end of it for us. I mean, of the really massive stuff. There's going to be stuff all the way up through here, but it's incredible how significant the damage was from Hurricane Helene. I think this is, I mean, we're on the Appalachian Trail, and you can just imagine it. This is pretty much the face of it. It's been changed forever through this area. So, yeah, still looking for that flat spot. I see a few flat spots, but yeah, they got a lot of weak lumber hanging. I don't want to be under it for tonight, that's for sure. So we're going to avoid those flat spots. Try to find something a little more safer. So I'm doing a little bit of road walk. Came off the trail today. Coming in right there by this box. Basically gives you signage that says, get on this dirt road, and mile on dirt road, which is kind of sounds like a vacation for me. Happy to take it. Then that'll run into Iron Mountain Gap, which is really what my destination was to begin with. Still looking for the flat spot. All right, just want to give everybody a sense as to what if anybody is hiking, what they might be facing once they get to this point. All right, this is my home for the evening. Not ideal for sure. I've been walking for the past 2 or 3 miles in all this broken up stuff, and I'd prefer not to be amongst it. But this logging road, which is also the Appalachian Trail, you can actually see up there, you can see a blaze on a tree. We're standing on the Appalachian Trail right now, but they're also using it for logging. Today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. I don't think they'll be up here logging on Sunday. So I don't think there'll be a problem here. Not an ideal spot, but the reason I picked this spot is anything that could fall has already fallen and been cut. So I don't sense a real large risk of anything falling on me tonight. So I should be able to sleep okay with that. But and it's really obviously very accessible to the Appalachian Trail. So that's my status. Big day today because I kept on pushing, looking for that flat spot I've been talking about, and couldn't find the ideal one, but I think what I found will be okay. Ended up at 14.2 miles today, so pretty good clip, a little bit better than yesterday. Keep getting stronger, but today was a real challenge. The first 5 or 6 miles going up to first to Beauty Spot, which I think was a highlight. I wish I could stay there longer, but it was cold and the wind was whipping. And then from there going on up to Unaka Mountain through that real weird forest. That was kind of a highlight as well. But after that, it's been kind of downhill, uphill, and a lot of fighting through a lot of trees and trash and stuff like this. But it's okay, it's kind of what we knew we were getting into. But spirits are still high, and feel good about the progress I'm making under the circumstances. So thank y'all for joining along, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and we will pick it up in the morning.